Okay, the semester is rapidly escaping us. I think I've got this technology all under control now. We should be back on a regular schedule. So today, Thursday, April 16th, you should have watched the previous videos from Tuesday, April 14th, so that you have the idea of what we're getting ready to do. The new the first research project. So at this point, you should have chosen a topic. Should have come up with 3 focusing ideas, and I'm going to discuss all this a little bit more later, so that you are ready to start your research. I am going to call you to talk about this to make sure you're all on the right road here. Now, let's take a look at the semester in general. Here's where we are at this point. We really have 4 more weeks to do 2 research papers. It's not a lot of time. We really need more time for that. Now, fortunately, the college has said that we should just go ahead and give people incompletes and that we can extend as long as we need. I'm hoping that all of you will be agreeable to this, that we can extend to the end of May, to that last week of May. And that way, we should be able to easily get through all this work. In fact, it would probably work out better that way than our original schedule when we would have been meeting 3 hours a day. Hard to say. Right now, as you can see, here we are, April 16th, choosing topics, starting research. If you remember from the last set of videos, I talked about setting mini deadlines for this research paper. I'm telling you, here are the deadlines. I'm going to check with you and make sure you're at this point. So that today I will be calling you to make sure that you have chosen a topic and that you have some idea where you're going with your research. When we talk on Tuesday, I want to see that you've got some sort of research strategies going, that you have found some research, you have some idea where to look for your research, you at least know what you're doing, because the next week you're going to be writing your rough draft. So you really have this week to do your research in. I will be checking on the 28th, and you're going to have to submit to me what your research sources are. The 23rd, God, I'm sorry to have to do this to you. I have to talk to you about plagiarism. It's boring, I'm sorry, but we're going to get through it. So basically a week and a half from now, you should be working on your rough draft. What's going to happen is on April 30th, I'm going to ask to see that rough draft. I want you to email it to me. Also, we are going to discuss that day how to type up your works cited page. I want to see that over the weekend, so let's say we'll set the due date on the 3rd. So I'm going to type that in right now. Stupid thing. There we go. Okay. So, work cited page due. Alright. So that we will remember this. And I will even put it in bright red. And I'm going to put this up where you guys can see it. There we go. Okay. Let's even bold it. So now, okay, so you can see where we're headed. What'll happen is by May 5th, I want this entire essay turned in. Now notice up here on the 30th, I'm going to provide you with a checklist. That's how I grade this assignment. I just go down the checklist and see that you did the following things. Right? So you're going to have the exact same grading criteria that I have, so that you should be able to just go right down, say, yeah, I did this, I did that, this looks good to me, and then you turn it into me. So there's really no reason why all of you shouldn't get an A on that project. Okay? And I've tried to stretch out the homeworks a little bit. You've been doing really good with the homeworks. I'm very happy, and I'm very glad that you guys are staying on top of things. Thank you for bearing with me as I've been struggling with the technology on this end. Down here, just in case you're kind of lost, here's where the homeworks are going. Homework number 5 is due next Tuesday, but I think the vast majority have already done it. There's 1 or 2 of you that still haven't done that homework, so this is sort of just a technicality on my part. That's why I went ahead and thought there's no problem with making number 6 do that fast, because most of you are already just started. So here's the description of what I want you to do in case you've forgotten. So basically, this is our little work calendar here for the time being, unless something else happens. There's a major earthquake, tornadoes, God knows what happens, major flood for 40 days and 40 nights, whatever. But right now, this is what we're prepared for. With any luck, they're kind of predicting that by this time, the end of the semester, that those last 2 weeks of May, we might be able to actually meet again in person. Maybe not as a whole class, but at least one-to-one, so I can meet you, see what you actually look like, and keep ourselves going with these projects. Alright, so as I said, I am going to try to call you either today or tomorrow. I will call everybody today, but I mean, I get through to you. I will leave messages. Please check your messages, and then either call me back or I will try to call you back until we've hit with each other at however long it takes. I will speak to all 6 of you. Alright, okay. So now let's go back to here. Right now this is the video that I'm recording right now, will pop up onto this page, and then there's another video I'd like you to watch about why we should not procrastinate, all the dangers of procrastination. Why do we do it? A lot of people say, I can't work unless I'm under pressure, and I'm really under a lot of pressure if I put it off to the last minute, and I do my best work under pressure. Wrong. You don't do your best work under pressure. It's just that that's the only time you will work, is when you're under pressure. So yeah, please pay attention to this. It's very funny, and it's very true. I'm a procrastinator myself. That's part of the reason why we're a little bit behind right now. So hang in there, gang. We're getting there. You're working really hard, and I'm very happy. So we are going to get through this. So keep our fingers crossed there's no more major disasters, and it starts lightening up real soon. Take care, stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.